Welcome to Bigfoot Society. If you have Bigfoot activity to report from the same areas discussed in this episode, please reach out to me directly after this episode. And if you'd like to be on the podcast to discuss a personal Bigfoot encounter, please reach out to me directly at bigfootsociety@gmail.com. Do you wish there was more Bigfoot Society to listen to every week? Well, there is now. If you become a supporting member over at Patreon, you get a special members-only episode every single week on Wednesdays, and sometimes even more episodes. Head on over to patreon.com/the Bigfoot Society. And now let's get on with the show. You're about to hear the last episode in the series of Out in the Woods with Ronnie and Dewayne. This took place on the Thursday prior to Sasquatch Summerfest in Oakridge, Oregon. But before we get started, I want to take a few minutes and thank a few people that have given some coffees my way lately, and this helps out a lot. It's a one-time donation as I go out to different places to do interviews remotely. If you don't want to do a monthly Patreon subscription or YouTube channel membership, you can also go to buymeacoffee.com/Bigfoot Society. You can help me out that way. But there's some messages to share here. Special thanks to someone, is how they put their name, bought me a coffee, and I appreciate that. We've got Dawn, Fort Worth, Texas, bought me a talk. My goodness, guys, I've got a head cold. You can hear it. Sorry. Bought me a coffee. He says, or Dawn says, really enjoy your show and appreciate your soft voice and kind and non-judgmental attitude. Appreciate those kind words. A very special thank you to Anonymous, who bought 20 coffees. Celebrating you and your success. Congratulations going full time. That means we get more Bigfoot Society. Thank you for what you do. And if you're not on social media, you probably didn't know this, but I did announce about a week or so ago that I have gone full time in the podcast. So all of you that only listen via the audio podcast, we are full time with the podcast. So more amazing things to come. More than ever, if you want to support the full-time efforts, help us keep going, help us go to wild places in 2025, you can do so by joining the Patreon, patreon.com/the Bigfoot Society. You can become a YouTube channel member, or you can do a one-time donation by buying me a coffee. But thank you to all of those that sent coffees and that support in so many different ways. But let's get on with the last episode of Out in the Woods with Ronnie and Dewayne.
I think that's another positive sign, possibly. Yes, bring me some bananas. I'm taking it like maybe I'm overshooting, but I'm thinking they want to get back together with me.
He'll be up here with bananas tomorrow, I guarantee it.
Yeah, I hope so.
I got to do it alone. I know that.
Yeah.
Because it's intimate. They want to be intimate with me. It's just like special thing going on there. It's like flirting and courting and everything. We're kind of teasing each other.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well.
And none of my encounters without all that love and stuff didn't matter before that. They only want to be by him.
But at least with all this interaction, things are happening. I'm thinking that Dwayne's maybe thinking I'm not crazy anymore.
No, I think you're nuts as pie, man.
I thought I was winning them over too. I guess
I'm
not.
thinking about putting a straitjacket in the car to try to help you someday when you need it.
How many bananas are you going to bring up here?
A dozen.
A dozen?
Yeah.
Are you going to put them up in the tree, or what are you going to do?
Well, a down tree. If I put it down, I wish the tree was up, but I don't know what else to do.
Oh, that's right, your tree.
Except put them around that tree right there. And that's where the banana peel is right now.
Put them on that one.
Oh, that would
I don't
be a
want to
cool
move the thing.
He agrees with me.
Dude, that's where there's some crazy stuff going on over there, Ronnie. Think about it.
That crap happened.
Yep.
But that's where they left the banana sign. That's where I used to leave the bananas. The only thing.
How about you put half of them there? And
That's what
half
I'm
of them
saying.
there?
You do both. Split it up. It's an experiment.
I'm telling you.
I don't trust them 100%.
I would put some over there for sure.
What?
I thought you were in love with them.
I am, but it's...
You gotta trust someone to love them, dude.
Yeah,
I don't know how.
Wow, what is
If there's
this,
no
man?
trust, there's
Now
no
you're really
relationship.
confusing.
No, I don't
100%.
know how long the old lady's going to be pissed off, and you got to stay away from her for a while. You got to make sure she gets calmed down and hope for the best. Kind of like a black widow
Little
spider.
hairy
Maybe. I
Ronnie's
don't know.
running through the woods. I can see it now.
I
People
want
would
to
be
make
like,
sure.
I didn't realize
I want them in their
Bigfoot could
best
be-
mood and the everything, feeling good. I'm not going to tempt fate. I ain't that stupid. And push that envelope. That's what I really. One of my biggest fears to come back up here after being run out of here.
Yeah.
Was, I mean, we got 2 very clear, loud, stern warnings. Right? They didn't want us here. And I thought by coming back up, the 3rd time may be the cinch. And I thought, I mean, the things, I don't think they want to kill us or hurt us. That's obvious
Not
because
yet, maybe.
that's because the way they handle this. That's obvious. But you still don't want to push the limit,
Well,
push the envelope.
I think we're well beyond that.
You don't
now.
want to push the envelope and tempt that too much because they could, for all we know, they could change their mind if you pushed it too far. So I was thinking, coming over the 3rd time, that would be the ultimate disrespect. To come up here after being stern warnings to get out of here, the 3rd time could be the ultimate insult and disrespect that might push the envelope. So you got that on your mind,
Well, you never know when it's going to be.
But fortunately, it turned around because of the guitar and my beautiful voice and all of that.
Thank goodness for that.
And maybe there's one of them thinks I'm good looking. I don't know. One of the daughters or
I'm
something.
sure of
I have
that.
no idea. Nothing's written in stone here. We're just experimenting. But you got to think of all options and possibilities, right?
That's why I think you should
That's right.
weave yourself a little flower garment and dance out
That's
there.
the way I'm going. Positive, positive, positive.
That's very positive. I think I'm in love.
That's
Go
what they.
dancing out through there.
That's the way I'm thinking about it. I'm serenading. I'm thinking about them passionately. I've got compassion. I'm thinking positive. And that's what it's going to be. There's no negativity in this. It's all positive. I love you. I want to get close to you. And all of that. And
But
I'm serious. I think I'm going to start bringing candies with cherries in between and all the good stuff. Everything that you would do to want to romance
well,
somebody.
you should be going out there where they're at.
I ain't 100% on this yet. I'm just experimenting. Baby steps. When we get to that level, then we'll do it at night. But this may take a while, and I would feel much more comfortable you were with me when we
I
do
know
the first
you would,
nighttime
but I'm
thing.
not so positive I'm going to be with you. Don't count on that, man.
Actually, that was my goal, because I was bonding, and there was a trust there. It's obvious. They left me that apple. I know they did.
And I was here then, too.
Huh?
And I believe I was here then, too.
No.
Yes, I was.
No, the first times when they took the cobbler and the bananas, didn't leave any peels.
I was there
And I went
then.
and got you to take and look at that cobbler thing because it was up 8 feet
Yeah.
up in that.
I've been up there a few times.
I
after
brought
that.
you on that. So I went and I got apples, 12 apples, and put them right after that. And I come back out here, and I believe I was by myself. And it was in the morning, but I went over there, and all the apples were gone except the one on the bottom. It was left there, not touched. And I think they left it for me to say, hey, everything's okay
That's
between
what
us.
you told me you think.
Huh?
That's what you told me you think. You said, hey, they left an apple for me. They took them all but this one.
Yeah, I think
I
that
was
they.
here.
Yeah.
I was
Okay.
here.
Well, that's good. But but I think they left it for a sign that we're good. We're not mad at you. We got peace. So I felt good about that. And they were taking the food, obviously, and it just got better.
And
And about the 3rd time, they still weren't whooping or letting me know that was them, except for that apple.
I was here when
I
you
think it
left
was the
the peanut
3rd time, 3rd or 4th time coming in here, that they started, when I put the food up, started singing over there. They started whooping from back in there, where I took everybody, you guys yesterday.
Yeah.
They started whooping from back in. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That was the first indication that it was them. that was doing it. And
I think the women and the
that's when
younger
I felt
ones
good.
are the nicer ones. And I think that bigger one that sounds like the crow don't like it, or us.
Doesn't he likes me? He had
No, I
to.
don't
All of them
believe
had to
so.
like me, or this wouldn't have went on for 3 months here.
Well, it's the little ones and the other one.
Well, I don't know how they all feel, but they probably go by the old man, whatever his deal is.
Yeah, well, it usually ends up with him coming out of the brush all pissed off.
I know that over 3 months of interacting with them here, not one of them got ticked off at me. They were all happy and whooping back in there for over 3 months, okay? On a regular basis coming in here. And not one time did they get aggressive.
Yeah.
The only time they intimidated was 2 different times when I brought somebody in with me. They were not there. They were doing other things and trying to intimidate them and run them out. I knew it was for them, not me. I don't know why, but I felt that. And I proved it both times because I come back in here the next morning and they were there whooping and waiting for me.
Yeah.
And everything was peaceful, but not when I brought them in. But when I come back by myself, everything was normal again. So they like me. I don't care if you like it or not.
I don't care. You tell yourself what you want. But I had action a long time before I brought you up here, and
Yeah, but
I've had
you never had
action when you were here.
You never had that much action
And,
until you brought me up here.
Yeah. Oh, no, because I didn't scream at him like.
No, you didn't piss
no.
them off like I did.
It's
I
true.
I didn't
You
do
kind
that.
of amped it up.
Oh, I sure did. Scared the hell out of all of us. Be honest to God, we didn't think we were gonna live that night. What I do? I didn't even know I'd done anything till he told me the next morning. Now I am scared. I not only got him pissed off at me, I chose the biggest one off. He's got 23-inch feet. He's probably at least 12 foot tall. I got to piss the big guy. Challenge the big guy.
He's impressive. His tracks.
I know I'm tough, but I ain't that tough.
His tracks are impressive.
The 23-inch one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good,
Just
what a
looking at his
track.
tracks will make you a little nervous.
That is a big
It's
track.
like, oh my God. And then you're like this. Everywhere. Man, that's
Yep.
big.
He he had a soft area there when they went out, and his old lady's track, I think, was about 5 feet from there. I think it was the old lady. It's 15-inch track, and the 23-inch track it was a soft, mushy area with a, what do you call that? Not algae or
Fern or
whatever that
moss. But it was a soft spot.
that growth there, just like sponge. It's kind of, there was one area, and he had stepped there, and I got right next to the track and jumped up and down on it. It was like a sponge. It come right back up. But where he stepped, there was nothing, just tree roots.
Wow.
Just tree
Yeah.
roots there, 23 inches, and you could see
Oh,
part of the
man.
toes.
Heavy.
That's wild.
Very heavy. But he left that track, and both times we had bananas up in the tree. When they came in right in through here, left a pathway that wide going back till they got in the back of us. I mean, it's just like clear brush, like a tractor went in through.
Have you?
But they went in, got behind us there. But when we had bananas in that tree, all of them, they came right on through. They're so pissed and now screaming and everything. Came through here. They passed the bananas up the first time, and when they did the circle and come back out, there was tracks back in through here. They went by those bananas twice. They didn't want the bananas. They didn't care about those bananas. Like, take your food and shove it. It's like... So I know it wasn't the food, bringing food in here again later on that changed them around. It's the music. It was a guitar. That's exactly what it was.
It was the Beatles, baby.
And it was me singing and trying to be sweet to him, try to court him a little bit.
Okay.
Those dynamics changed everything. The food alone would not have done it. I know I would have been run out of here. They'd have been screaming and hollering,
Have to tie his
or it could have been worse.
feet and hands together.
It would have been worse if I hadn't had the guitar and singing. I'm not all that great, but
Possibility, like I said, a lot of sounds we heard is when me and my son and my dad were playing and singing and
There you
having
go.
fun around the campfire.
there you go. That's when they probably wouldn't have come off and talking and being casual and obviously not bothered when they let you know that too, that they were there. They wouldn't have let you know and come off with those sounds like they were communicating. They would have been cautious. What calmed them down to do that was Danny and the guitar. I'd bet my butt.
Yeah, but my son he sings. He's a,
Well, I don't want him up too much because he'll spoil them and they won't like me
yeah,
anymore.
I'm gonna ask him to come up.
They won't appreciate my playing anymore if you.
telling him that I found that track and all that stuff, and he was like, "So I heard you got your first real Bigfoot stuff going on." I was like, "Yeah." So I told him about it. He's like, "That's pretty cool."
Who is this? What?
My brother.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he writes songs.
I was like, I found.
Oh,
I
I've
found
heard
the best
some of his
track
stuff.
out of anybody yesterday, and I heard the roar.
Yeah,
He's like, "That's pretty cool."
that's
I was
awesome.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Because he's heard stuff before. Like, he's
Yeah.
Yeah, he's had at least
Well, he
three
knows they're up
encounters
here.
up here.
He found the track right down in the bottom.
Yeah.
After that. Yeah, on the guitar, I've heard of some of the stuff. And original stuff. He's amazing. Well, I think. I guess I dare say this. I don't think you're around listening, but the big monkeys are. I don't think. I think we're free. I think they're laying back and they're not going to worry about all the. They were active, extremely so, and I think they're taking another another direction with this.
No, I believe we've had a little bit of interaction today. I really do.
A little bit of a whistle.
Yeah.
I felt
Sure, yeah.
them a
Hear the
little bit,
whistles, yeah.
and that whistle over there fits the pattern.
You heard the whistle over there.
Yeah, I'll agree
A
with the
bunch of
whistles.
times.
Yeah, when
It's
you were
not a
telling
whistle.
your stories, it was
That's
like all
why
over
we
there.
were-
Yeah,
Started
It wasn't a
focusing.
whistle you recognize as normal.
Yeah, the whistle.
There's a specific
I mean,
one.
from an animal or a bird or something, you didn't recognize it.
I did. It was the same whistle that we hear when we have the Bigfoot encounters,
It's not a whistle you hear from anything on a normal basis. Any
except for
sort-
the bird that Bigfoot's mimicking.
Yeah.
But it
Well,
usually
maybe-
has another little part of the song after that.
right.
You know, it does that chirp and then it does.
That's what I was hearing yesterday twice.
But
Yeah, because it'll do that.
these
and it'll
whistles
have the
didn't
same
have the rest of the
thing.
song.
It just has the
It
first
just was
sound.
Yeah,
What'd you say?
So it just has the first part. It doesn't
right.
doesn't have the rest of it.
Just the whistle.
Well, I'm sure they're aware of us being here.
I'm
Maybe
positive they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're amazing. I don't know. I really had to set the bar high after experiencing a few things.
I've been waiting for some other noise. But
And the one is what I told you when it came up with that guy. The second time I brought somebody up.
Mm-hmm.
A guy flew in from New York who had one day.
Yep.
Brought him in here. As soon as we parked here, they had about a mile or so away. Coming up, that's when I'm back in here this direction. You know, the air raid sign. Before we got here. And then that was a warning right there. And then we got in here. We heard something. That's over in that way, Jeremiah.
Yeah.
That's where it went, the big grunt, like a gorilla. And about a minute or two later, it was here. A minute or two later, further down, went off again. Big grunt. And he said, it was right here, he said, I think we're being encircled. I said, I do too. A minute or so later, and back of us that way. Big grunt, just like a gorilla. And then a couple of minutes later, right over there. So we had a complete circle, like something, and the timing was perfect for something to be moving. But that's what the surprise was, because he was excited, and he seen a branch out here. He hit that tree, I think, that tree or that tree. He said, "Can I whack that tree?" And I said, "Yeah, go ahead." I said, "I don't want to because I don't like to do that because I don't want to convey." But he deserved it, so I said, "Go ahead." The third time he hit the tree, those 5 positions, and that's a long way around.
Mm.
They come off the exact same time. The gorilla ground at the same time from 5 different positions. So nothing had been moving. They were already in position beforehand. Now put some thought into that one.
Yeah.
They put an image. There's no way a way of getting around it. They put an image in our head that something was moving. There was one. When they were not moving at all, they were already in position. They put that image in our head by the sound, the way they did and the timing.
Anything that way.
Think about that.
Yeah.
Think about the depth of it. How could they do that? And they give us warning. They knew we were coming, in his vehicle, and they had to plan that and execute it within 10, 15 minutes. That is extremely complex. That's beyond. There's no way out of it. They had to plan that and do
I
it.
can make sense of it.
They were
all.
going to give us a finale, and they did all at once. Boom. They did the switch. You thought you had one creature one of us surrounding, going slowly. No, you were surrounded when you came in. There was already 5 positions that had you covered.
Mm.
That's what the message they were laying out. I know it. Try to get your head around that one.
Yeah, that's a wild one.
That's when the bar's intelligence went up. I had to all way up, and I still don't know how far that or how much higher that bar will go. That's mind blowing.
Mm-hmm.
That was amazing. I'm feeling better about them with all this, with my involvement. I didn't go through what they went through with this stuff, but
With what stuff?
with them, the howling and the growling and the
No, there was no ground.
howling, hollering, whatever.
Just
but
the
Roaring.
Just the roar. The sight. You mean yesterday?
yeah,
Yeah, just the seeing the creature. I seen it, and then 2 roars.
I know. What? And the night before they seen them.
And you know,
But
that was nothing compared to what we went through.
I'm
nothing.
feeling like none
That
of that.
didn't even faze me.
What I'm trying to say is
Except-
I'm feeling like none of that agitation or anything was directed towards me. And that's what I want to find out. Because I don't know if there's other people in here when they're agitated like that. If it's directed towards me.
You know, I kind of almost agree with that other guy, Chad.
Yeah.
Chad.
Yep.
That us scaring him off, because I think he thought we seen him when I really didn't see him yet. And he thought we seen him, so he bolted out of there really loudly. And then the roars came off, so I think that's probably what caused that. Because it made that one panic and it pissed the big one off. Because we scared him or her or... I almost agree
Guys.
with that.
Did anyone else hear that?
I've been hearing things.
No, did you hear that knock? It was like,
I was hearing that the other day.
I that way, I just heard one. It was like,
When?
just now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The other day I heard
It was a while, it was a
single,
ways out though.
and then
They're-
there was
they're-
a couple. And then there was a
The
couple
what?
more.
Does she talk softer than just me? She talks awful soft.
I mean, it
doesn't
might be your hearing too.
Sometimes she does.
she? Well, I don't know. I'm getting older, so
I think she's talking alright.
I hate to ask her to keep repeating herself. I'm afraid she's
just
going to
talking
get
about the
ticked off.
Yeah.
Huh?
Starts talking about how
Yeah, I've
I
heard
the
that
knocking yesterday too.
through my life a bunch, and
What'd you hear?
never,
Knocking the other day.
I've never
Yeah.
put it to nothing. It could be wrote off. I've never thought about it, but now I do.
Yeah, this is fascinating stuff.
But I'm not so sure they're banging on trees.
I
Yeah.
think
I think
a
they're
lot.
making that sound.
I think so too.
A lot of people think that.
I'm thinking that.
It's not impossible.
There you go.
No, I heard that when I was in Northern California.
But the same if we go like,
Yeah.
they're bigger and louder and so like.
And these guys, and these guys can make a lot of sounds.
Their voices can carry.
But when I was in Northern California, the 3 nights in a row, I was away from the base camp by myself in the tent. And about 1 o'clock at night, I get out in the morning, and it would be one twig snap. Second night, one little twig snap when I get out. Third night, twig snap. And that's when something came behind my tent and did that sound that I did here.
Right.
But that twig snap was exactly the same each time. It could have been a recording. And then I've heard it a couple of times up here, that twig snap. And it's exactly the same. That's when I started thinking, are they doing that are they doing it? It's not an actual twig snap. I think they're putting the image of a twig snap in your head. I think a lot of these sounds, it sounds like the rock clacking and stuff. They're hitting rocks. I think they're doing it with their mouth.
Yeah.
I think they're doing all these sounds. They are really, I don't know, deceiving. I don't know if that's the word, but they are projecting images in your head by sounds that they're making. And this was a perfect example, making us think that one was circling. That was in our head. It wasn't really happening. That had to be planned. They can, by doing sounds in the right way, order, and sounding exactly like stuff, they can put an image in your head. And I think they're doing that. You don't know what you want to believe with these things.
I don't want to believe that.
They are so far ahead of us.
Otherwise,
I don't
pretty
think I've
soon you're going to be
experienced
trying to
anything like
convince
that.
me that what happened didn't really happen. That they only put that image in my head that we got surrounded.
Well, there was evidence though. So.
I'm just saying, be careful what you think with these things, because they've got it set up where it's not what you think is happening. It's not necessarily what's really happening.
Maybe.
They are so far ahead of us.
But I'm glad we got tracks and proof of all that happened here, so I know they surrounded our camp.
Oh, there's definite proof. I mean, the tracks, the banana
Oh,
peels.
well, I can see the pathway.
Totally.
Of course that happened.
Yeah, it happened.
I know that happened.
But I kind of understand what you're saying. I know I believe they promote that fear into you. I don't think that people are just cowards and afraid. I think that some people are more susceptible to it, and they promote that fear in you, which kind of paralyzes you.
Everything they do seems to be
I
measured.
mean, fear does that in general to some people, even when it's like regular stuff. Like you see a car coming towards you, you become a statue sometimes because you
Right.
don't know what to do. It's just a fear thing. And when it comes to the unknown and all this crazy stuff happening, and it could just be that, and that might just be
Everything they do seems to be measured.
You never know.
Hey,
Not saying
what do we
it's
got to do to
impossible.
get your booth ready?
Yeah.
It's a good call. What time is it?
My guess is 2.
Sometime late last night, you dropped by to see me. I was feeling oh so fine, till I realized I was dreaming. It was good to see your face, with a smile you just can't fake. A long, long time, thought I'd never see you. You're always on my mind. I didn't know how much I need you. I can't wait to go to sleep, so I can have a chance to see you again. In my dreams, it's hard to know what's real. I only know the way I feel. Sometimes I wish that I could keep on sleeping. When I looked into your eyes, I got a big surprise. It was easy to believe that you were glad to see me too. Come by to see me. If tonight's the night, I'm gonna hold you tight and love, kiss, and never ever had to miss you. In my dream, in my dream. Yeah, take that up, Bigfoot.
So you got a place to stay and all that, or?
Oh yeah. Yeah, they are. They have space for me at the.
I'm telling you, singing, playing, and singing.
Well, I said, since those whistles, I thought they were here.
I feel like I want to stay, kind of.
Well, if you want to,
How fun was that? We'll all leave.
we'll strap him on the top.
So you
Just
got things to do back there, huh, Jeremiah?
Well,
He's
I
got to
don't know.
just make
It
sure.
feels like I should probably be helping get stuff
Yeah, yeah.
together.
He just wanted to make sure he's got his booth
Because
set,
I don't want to be
you know.
like the guy who's like,
trying
you know, not helping out, right?
trying to
You know
get
what I
your
mean?
stuff together at the
Yeah.
last minute.
There's only one thing with me here. I keep forgetting there's so much going on. David Shealy, and there's no way to find out what's going on. I guess
That was a roar.
I heard it.
Back.
That's horrifying. That's so weird.
That was a roar.
Yeah,
You heard it, right?
I did. I'm not sure how to explain what I heard.
The one that I heard
It's like,
yesterday.
I heard it
sounded kind of
because
almost more like
I feel like my face went down to my stomach.
yeah, like I
Yeah.
felt something on it.
yeah, it's too bad we gotta leave. But I'm out of beer.
just hold on a minute. Just hold on a minute. Just another minute. We got another minute after that. It might get closer. Get ready to bail. Hope it gets closer so you can get
Yeah.
what you just heard louder and closer. That was a roar.
Of course, when everything was not recording, we did hear a faint roar over there in the woods. So we're holding on a little bit more.
We heard the front.
They're here. That was a roar.
That freaked me out, dude. That was weird.
Yeah, and
He's
I
over
kept
the
hearing
bank.
that
That's why you
louder,
didn't hear it so good. He's over that.
and
Is
then
that you?
Again, closer.
Was that you? Okay.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. Yep, I'll quit whistling in my ear. I want to hear. That was a roar.
I'm kind of like a little bit shaky right now.
Well,
Yeah,
me too.
I'm the same way, yeah. Ronnie's just chilling. He's good.
You should go out there and blow kisses at him.
Go tell me, Logan.
Baby steps.
Take one of them baby steps right now.
I gotta sing a few more songs. Maybe bring those chocolates. I'm gonna make sure.
I don't think that thing wants chocolates, do you?
No.
Dude,
No,
it's
probably not.
summertime. They're gonna melt and they're gonna get pissed at you.
Well, I figured something else.
That'll
I'm
keep
going to
sweet.
bring something new.
Ooh, you know what you do? You could bring an easy open cooler, then put ice in the bottom of it, and then put the chocolates on it. You can even walk around showing them. This is how you open it. This is how I'm moving it.
You didn't see the black cherry.
And that's just a taste of it.
My wife's gonna think I'm a freaking crazy guy.
You're not, man.
No, dude, that was real.
That was very
Absolutely real.
Just, it was a ways off
Yeah, it was.
over that hill. Because the sound had to go up over the hill, so we didn't hear it real good.
Well, I mean, I heard it yesterday.
But when he gets closer, you're gonna feel it.
So yeah. So the one yesterday was a lot closer.
Yeah, he was over there, and he wasn't over the hill, so we could hear it. And then the next time, it was like 100 yards closer and louder. You could hear it getting closer. Yeah. We'll have one more.
All right.
But whenever you're ready to go, but I think a couple more minutes might be okay.
Another hour might be.
And you know what we could do?
No,
We could
he's-
have Ronnie
we
sing
really
another
gotta-
song.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the song, dude.
All right.
I wonder what they would do if you played
I
the
don't
same
get
song.
very,
or a
I don't get
different
many requests for my singing. What?
Was that a Beatles song?
What'd you say?
Or was
No,
that a
was
Ronnie
my
song? Oh, I love it.
No, that was the original song.
No, that was a good song, man.
Yeah.
I like it.
You
Good
did?
work.
Wait for-
I did, yeah.
You did wait
Good.
for me.
That's good.
I like to hear that.
Honeybee.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Do you have a lot of original songs?
Yeah.
Wow.
I got so many you wouldn't believe. Most of them not finished.
Yeah. You ever thought of recording them?
Oh yeah, I record it, but I mean, it's so discouraging to
Isn't
try
it
to
funny how shit always happens?
get into the business. It's so competitive music. It's like, you know.
Yeah.
Between
I'm
noon and
actually
2,
hoping
we
this
usually
might
have
get-
something happening.
Jeremiah, I'm actually hoping this might give me some recognition that way
Right.
and tie it into the Bigfoot thing.
You mean?
No,
You
absolutely.
mean validation? would probably be the
Validation, right.
word.
So what time did you were just saying it usually happens between what time?
Noon and 2-ish.
Noon and 2?
Yeah,
We
that's-
usually have some
that's
kind of a
like,
counter up here.
It's like
you know,
2:30
give or
right now.
take, you know, noon to
Time
2
is
or
it now?
so. I don't know. I'm hoping. Because we're watching a movie on this.
Oh, I got one. Careful. 3:13. Wow, 3:13.
I mean, we never know what really time
I
it
mean,
is. We
it's-
only
It's
guesstimate.
always give or take.
Yeah,
But it's
right.
always about the time. 'Cause
Yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
you're out here for hours and you don't even realize it's been that long. Because like it's so nice to just
You
be
know,
out here and
I'm
stuff.
just happy you got a small taste of that roar.
Yeah, no, that
I
is.
wish you would have heard that grunt that we heard right after.
I think
he-
he's gonna end up hearing something closer.
But
But before he
you and I
leaves.
both heard it because we're both like, ooh.
I think they're gonna get pissed because
Because,
they
see,
were
there-
expecting us to
there's so-
leave just
so
now,
many ways-
Maybe.
and we're not.
Maybe.
There's so many ways to interpret this because when they do something, it's usually, I think it's measured exactly. They don't do anything without a reason. And if they come off with an agitated sound like that, I can actually take something positive out of it. Because they may, because I was singing, I'm just nothing great necessarily, but I'm just saying hypothetically that they may be agitated, they want to be alone with me, and they're being aggressive now, so you guys will leave and I'll be here, like I was yesterday, alone.
And that's what they want?
I mean, maybe.
Okay.
All right.
Of course, I'm thinking positive, and I'm a romantic dreamer, maybe.
Yeah.
But-
And you're the only one in the whole country they love.
Well, by the time they really get to know me, how could they resist?
Oh, that's true, right?
Right. You got to think positive.
And at the end of the day, you don't care
No,
if
I
they
don't.
tear you apart.
No, I don't.
So
No, if it comes
To-
to right,
to,
it,
you
if I
know,
gotta- if I got to steal up, say,
to bring it about in
okay,
town, yeah,
if this is the end, so be it.
yeah,
This is the way my mom said it. She hoped I'd go sometime.
yeah.
What I was dreaming, Bigfoot. If he goes that way, that's what he wanted. And she couldn't stand me.
That's why I've been watching.
So you're staying, Ronnie?
No, I thought you said sing another song.
Oh, well, you were just talking like you're staying all night.
Well, I wouldn't mind, actually. I'm kind of getting it. I'm feeling good about this.
Okay.
I'm thinking they want to be alone with me, kind of.
I do too.
Mm.
I think. You still got that tent in there? Man, we could have set his bed up for him and split.
If I can remember this, I don't know, but this is a song I was stuck 2 days in the middle of nowhere in Texas.
Did you hear that?
I did. That was a different sound.
See, and I just
Did you hear that?
Right?
It was like a scream.
That would.
Don't overlook
Wasn't
the
it?
guitar.
Hey,
I just.
That was a
found it
howl
initially.
scream. I think it was that way, right?
yes.
Yes.
Just when I started playing the
Denise,
guitar,
did you hear that?
Right?
I didn't hear that. I had
I did.
Anyway, this just be natural.
Yeah,
Be
yeah, I
yourself.
know.
No, really.
Yeah, yeah.
Be natural.
We'll be cool.
Yourself,
We'll be cool.
Be genuine. Be silly or whatever.
Okay.
And let them deal with
I have
it.
an idea. You play the song, and when we're done, we'll figure out what we're doing.
Good idea.
Okay. Yeah, because go with the flow. Just with it. Do your own thing. Don't stop. Don't stop because they're doing something.
Then why'd you stop playing the song? Because they were doing
Because you
something.
guys are talking.
Hey, just play your song.
I'm not going to share this story with you.
It's like she saw something. It's on.
No.
She's
Got to have a
scary.
reason
Yeah.
He tells people I'm scared. It makes
to
me
live or to pass away. There's a time, there's a season for which to give and to take away. And all my life, and all of my love, I tried to give to you right from the start, but you just took away. You gave back nothing, and how can I live when you took my heart?
That sound.
Live,
That's a new one.
live and let live. Don't hold me down unless it's too hard to give. Live, live and let live. Don't hold me down unless it's too hard to give. All my life I've seen the sadness and I felt the sorrow that everyone feels. But when I saw your face, I saw the gladness, and I felt a love that I thought was real. And all my sadness, and all of my sorrows, come on back my way. And all that's left, all of my hopes, and all of my dreams,
I haven't heard that one.
is this cloudy day.
It's almost like a roar and a scream.
Live, live and let live.
That's as good.
Don't hold me down unless it's too hard to give.
That was probably his girlfriend and female.
That was wild. That was so cool.
Everyone
That freaked me out, dude.
got to have a reason. Scary how
Would you?
and
The
all
second thing it almost sounded
all
like,
of my reasons and all of my love
you know, like the Ohio howl.
is in this song.
Or would you say it sounded more like a scream?
Live and let live.
It was different than the first one,
I
though.
don't like
Don't
a
hold me
scream.
down.
Yeah.
Unless it's too hard to
But
give.
I don't know if I've ever heard that thing you're talking about. I'm not
Live and
sure.
let
Ohio
live.
howl is like when it's like,
Don't hold me
whoa.
Oh,
down.
okay. No, that was
Unless
Yeah.
it's too
that
hard
was
to
different.
give.
Yeah. Nice, Ronnie.
That's what they were doing up on the hill when Chris thought they were calling my name at first. They were so far
Wait a minute,
away.
I
It
think I
sounded
hear
like
some-
somebody saying,
Ronnie, oh Ronnie. You hear that? Ronnie, oh, you hear my name being
I
called?
do. I think
Ronnie,
you should
oh,
hurry.
Go,
I
go.
think you should hurry. And
Please don't go.
that
Stay.
was probably the female that was out there that did that last scream. So I think you should go that
I'm
way.
feeling it.
She's
I'm
mad at
feeling
you.
it.
She thinks you're singing to me.
I'm telling you.
I'm really feeling it.
We definitely heard a roar, and then we heard a roar-like scream.
Yep.
What did you say? I cannot hear you.
I said she thinks you're singing to me.
I'm glad you got to hear it
Uh-oh.
now.
I wanna
Now,
make her jealous.
Yeah.
Now
we're good. Yeah.
Close
Yeah.
on recording.
There's
Now she's allowed to get agitated.
There's 100% no doubt in my mind now, at all. Like, this is incredible. Yeah.
Unbelievable is the word to me.
So just to state what just happened, within the last 10 minutes, there was a faint roar and then a faint roar type scream that Dwayne and I heard, definitely. Ronnie was playing guitar. Yeah, definitely a very fruitful day. So.
Cool, it's frightening, it makes you feel something.
Thing scared me.
That was wild.
Pissing them off.
Yeah. Maybe they could be getting really pissed by that. Yeah.
I don't believe they only want him out here to be friends.
No.
I don't.
Dude. I just hope he's okay every time he comes out here. Seriously.
That's what I like you.
He risks his life all the time, I believe.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going to work, what's going to apply. Trial and error, and it's just what an experiment.
So if I say it's time for us to get out of here,
Yeah.
we need to get out of here.
Right.
We don't need to wait.
Yeah.
I'm about
All right. Well, that was awesome, dude.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think ready to jet.
No, but we got to.
I know we got to. That's
I
the
ran a
thing.
beer
Yeah.
and cigarettes, and I got to see what's up with Dave. I really don't want to go, honestly. But don't. I can't wait to get back here by myself. Set this up. I'm gonna be bananas, and it's just me and them. And I'm gonna be positive.
I think you ought to set up a sleeping spot
You
and
should really
I got a feeling they want to get
I
back.
mean, we'll come up and visit you and try to, and then you can just stay.
I don't know. I feel like I'm betraying them. I think they may know or be aware if I'm trying to record them, and that would break one of my 3 rules. Don't try to trick them.
Yeah.
So I'm careful about that.
Well, I'm not trying to trick them.
I don't want them to think in any
So
way
what if
that
they're mad at you for bringing all the people up here that have all the
that's what I
cameras
was
and
trying to
recorders?
figure out. I
Yeah.
figure they may be.
True.
Lunch.
But I got a feeling that's not the problem. But I
Well,
don't.
the point is whether you bring it yourself or
So,
somebody else brings
What are we
it.
going to the park?
I gotta
or-
find out what's going on.
We got to stop by
I don't want
Priscilla's
them to think I'm
house
trying to
so I can get my
exploit
car.
them. You know what I mean? I don't want them to think I'm trying to exploit them, restrict them.
But don't
No, you know what I'm trying to do? Is let this fine guy right here have an experience he'll never have. I couldn't even get people to go hunting with me up here because they called me a mountain dog. They wouldn't go with
I don't have all the
because it
answers,
was
but
too much work.
I don't
I
think
go
they're
in there
mad
and
at
get
me.
nice
I
deer,
don't
me and
think
my
they're
brother,
mad at
and
me
we
for
just
this.
pack them right out.
Yeah.
I got a
We've had,
feeling they're
you know,
not.
cougars follow us
I got a
out.
feeling they're not.
wow,
I'll
We've
find
had
out.
encounters with bears. We've
I think
seen
we're
the
still buddies
wildlife
even
at
with
its finest and enjoyed every bit.
feel like that's
these-
kind of rude.
Bye.
And I'm sure they were here
I
then.
love you.
I know they were here then.
I love you. There. How's that?
Nice.
It is perfect.
Really?
But I think we should camp here, and I think we should go like recording the other spot, and then it'll be right here. You camp here, see if you can draw them in, and we'll listen over there. Well, whatever.
It's been fun.
What you just heard was the last part in a 4-part series where I went out in the woods with Ronnie and Dewayne during the Sasquatch Summerfest Festival, and this happened the Thursday before the festival started. A special thank you to both of them and to Denise for allowing me to record them incessantly throughout the time we were all out there and capture some really incredible footage because of it. There's some audio that did not make the cut for some reason or another, just due to things. And if you'd want to listen to that, that is available in the Patreon under the raw audio portion of each episode. That being said, most of Bigfoot Society episodes do have a raw audio version, which includes sometimes a lot more than is put out into the public. Sometimes you just can't put everything out there for some reason or another. This story is far from over. There's audio analysis that's ongoing. There's also more Oakridge episodes coming, some of which are very daunting to put together, but those will be coming out in the next few months. Again, thanks for listening. Please take a minute to help out the show by subscribing on YouTube, making sure you hit the bell so you don't miss any notifications, and share the episode on YouTube with a friend. Also, if you're listening to us on a podcast, thank you so much. Make sure that you're subscribed, share the show with a friend. Really, it's all about sharing the show wherever you can. If you've had a Bigfoot encounter related to the following or know someone who has, please reach out to me at bigfootsociety@gmail.com or pass on my email. Here's the list. If you've had any encounters in Oregon, which I'm sure there's probably a few of you out there, please feel free to reach out immediately. You can use email bigfootsociety@gmail.com. A special thank you to all the Bigfoot Society Patreon and YouTube channel members. It's your support that helps keep the show going, and I extremely appreciate it. If you want to join in the fun, you can join over at patreon.com/the Bigfoot Society. I'll see you there. And again, thanks for listening.
Her and I can get on here and we can tell our stories. Maybe there's somebody else out there listening that's too afraid to tell their story. Maybe this will give them the courage to come out and not feel so bad about it. Who cares what anybody thinks? I know what I saw. I know what's out there. That's all I care about.
Let people know. Please let them know. If you ever see one of these things, you need to tell. Because if you don't, then shame on you. You know? Shame on you.